There is one simple trick that will always make sure that you take the right decision, and overall it will improve the decisions you make. You will overall make just better decisions. Okay, and so I will dive right into this topic. So my story right now is that for the past couple of days I was home alone essentially, which means I'm a human. I have to eat something, right? And when you are just alone, it's hard to like sometimes you don't really want to, I don't know, cook anything or do anything to eat, right? Make anything to eat. uh, so oftentimes you just feel like going and buying some kind of fast food or any other shit like that, okay, because it's easier, okay, and like it allows you to eat something but at the same time not do much, and like it's fast, it's easy, we all know that, right? But for every single day I have not bought any kind of shit junk food. And there was one thing that allowed me to do that, because let me be honest with you, I am not that powerful to be able to resist this temptation for a few days in a row essentially. Like if I feel like I want to eat something really bad, then I will eventually end up doing it. I mean, I would if I didn't know this trick or anything like this. It comes from the stoicism, I believe. At least that's where I found it for the first time a couple of years ago. And so the trick is simple. All you need to do is you need to like visualize the best version of yourself watching you every single time. So for example, it might be like just the best version of yourself that you could possibly be in every single moment. So what I mean by that is when I was thinking about going out and like buying this junk food, the best version of myself was literally watching me and telling me to not do that, because like I just know, like, even this worst version of myself, right, which is currently living, I know that this is junk food, that it is shit, that I should not eat that, right? I know that, but I will, like, I won't be able to resist the temptation sometimes. But the higher version of myself, the best version of myself, he knows perfectly that I am able to resist that. Even though I myself do not feel like it, this guy who is watching me right now, he knows that I can resist that, and he will help me. Now there's a reason why I'm not talking about God. That's because I think that if you're just imagining yourself as basically the best version of yourself that you can possibly be right now, if you just say to yourself that right now I'm the best possible version of myself, it's kind of selfish, but it makes you think that okay, so I am actually right now the best version of myself, so I will not eat this junk food. I don't know if that makes sense for you, but like if you refer the same to God, you just kind of hope, God, please give me strength and all of that stuff, and you sometimes forget how prayers actually work, and you will still end up buying um, this junk food, because it's not that selfish. It's not only about you, okay? But if you think about the best version of yourself, best current version of yourself, it's only about you. So like, I hope it makes sense, but like, it's essentially how it works. You can always support yourself with praying to God for even more strength in that. But the trick here is to imagine that there is the best version of yourself, like an absolute child who is just watching you and who's exactly knows what's the best for you. And it not only applies to not eating junk food, for example, because it always applies to hitting that one more rep, or going with this one more set during your workout, or even just starting your workout, because well, obviously we know how it works. Sometimes you don't feel like working out and you'll like end up coping and maybe watching YouTube or anything like this. But if there is this higher version of yourself just watching you, you will know exactly that watching YouTube is not the thing that you're supposed to do right now. What you're supposed to do right now is to get up and do the workout. Okay, that's really like basic. It sounds basic. It sounds really stupid, but it really works. Like, you have to realize that we as a humans, we are not able to like resist all the temptations and like to be the best version of ourselves all the time. We also need rest. We also will like fail to resist those temptations. But if you can imagine this higher version of yourself, this absolute Chad, like your ultimate, with the ultimate physique you're going for, with the ultimate intelligence that you're going for, it's a whole lot different because you feel you can always try to imagine that this better version of yourself is even like an old version of yourself, like old wise guy. Okay, that is also really really powerful because what you'll do then is you'll kind of think, okay, so would my old self be grateful that I have just eaten a shit ton of junk food? Probably not, because if I keep doing that, this old version of myself won't be able to enjoy his late years, essentially, because he'll suffer from illness and all of that stuff. So maybe I shouldn't do it. Like, you know, would you give your grandpa or your grandma a lot of junk food and a lot of shit and tell them to eat it because it tastes good, or because it's easy to make, easy to prepare? Not really. Like, you know what are the consequences of doing that. You know that it's not good for them. So why would you do the same for you? There's no point in that. Okay? So it is really simple, but if you use this kind of trick, this kind of mindset every single time when you're just about to take a decision, you know, you will always know that probably the harder choice will be the better one, right? Because you have always this kind of choice, for example, either to work out or watch YouTube. So, you know, obviously, like, sitting and watching YouTube is much easier than working out, but like your true best version of yourself always knows which is the right path, which is the harder one, which is the doing the workout, essentially. So yeah, that's all from me. Really quick video. You can let me know in the comments if what I said makes sense for you, because like, you know, it's really hard to explain, but you have to imagine that there is some kind of other version of yourself which is essentially better than you, and just watching you, like, how does that even sound, you know? But yeah, if you just try it yourself, believe me, you'll make better decisions. And yeah, that can essentially change a lot of things, because you will make better decisions, right? I'm just yapping at this point. So yeah, let me end this video. If you found value in it, you can subscribe to the channel, you can join our free community. Link is in the description. And other than that, as always, thank you for watching. See you tomorrow, and keep pushing.